I've decided to put plant-based milks to the test. Now, I'm not a drinker of plant-based milks. I've tried a few different ones over the years, but it's not something I've kind of got on board with just yet. This is going to be really interesting and perhaps a learning process for me. I've tried some of these, others I've not yet sampled. Now, I've got 7 different milks here today. They're kind of representative of the different milks available on the market. It's not definitive. There are lots of other ones. I kind of picked the ones that I felt were directed towards baristas because obviously I want to see how they work with coffee. I'm going to put them through a series of tests. I'm going to start with the cold taste test. I'm going to look at how well they foam. And I'm also going to look at how well they pair with coffee. And I'm going to put them together as a series of videos starting today with the cold taste test. I put the 7 milks into these bowls. Now, I didn't set these out. I got a member of the team to set them out. They poured the milks into the bowls. They've shuffled them all the way around, but we've written underneath each bowl which milk is which. I particularly didn't want to pour the milks because they are different colours. I didn't want to kind of taint my feelings about the milks as we go on. So my aim is to work my way through and see what I think. Starting over here. It's kind of quite dairy milk-like in its colour. I'm not entirely convinced by that one as something I would enjoy drinking. It's quite sweet. It's quite coating, but there's a definite kind of green element to that first one. Maybe not my favourite. Number 2. Still a little bit what I would call green, maybe that kind of plant flavour coming through. Not quite as sweet. I don't like things overly sweet, so perhaps, yeah, it's got a nice creamy, kind of milky, full fat milk kind of mouthfeel to it. Little bit less what I describe as that kind of green colour coming through, less sweet. This one's particularly dark in colour. It's a nice balance of sweetness, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely convinced of the initial flavour, but it mellows, it settles down, it's much better. I would say it's well balanced. It feels like the sweetness isn't too much, the kind of plant flavour isn't too much, and it's not overly thick, overly coating in its mouthfeel. Very, very strong. It's pretty obvious that's the almond milk. Overwhelming flavour of almonds in that one. Almost, for me, as a milk-based alternative, it's too dominant in terms of the nuts. I feel that's going to cut through or cut across my coffee experience. Not overly strong, not overly sweet, quite coating, maybe not such a great finish over here, but quite pleasing. At the moment, it's my 2nd, 3rd, and 5th that I feel are kind of sticking out. Well, I quite enjoy that one. It is quite milk-like, weirdly. That's got quite a creamy taste to it, and I mean a creamy flavour to it. It's got a nice finish to this one. Again, not too sweet, very coating. That, to me, at the moment, is standing out as one I'm really enjoying. And my last one. Again, it's coating, it's creamy, it's not unpleasant, it's not overly strong either. Not bad at all, not bad at all. But I still think that I've got 2nd, 3rd over here, and maybe this one over here, my 6th one. Let's go back. Having tasted the others, yeah, that's coming through as a much stronger, kind of greener taste to it. Maybe a grassy taste to it. Going back to it, I'm not quite as impressed over here. Still balanced, still nice. A little bit nutty maybe as well in there coming through. Quite like that one. How about this one? For me, that's my favourite. I would say my 2nd favourite is here. Less so there. Probably 3rd favourite coming in here. That's not bad. Quite like that one. Nope. Nope, less so. Very sweet. Too sweet for me. Probably a bit nicer than this one, but a bit sweet. And finally, where would I put this one? It's a bit wishy-washy now. It lacks punch, it lacks character. These three over here really aren't hitting the spot for me. There's not one thing I can say about them all. I just feel they're not quite there. But definitely I feel this is the kind of order in which I personally prefer them. So let's see what we've got. So number one for me was Minor Figures Oat Milk. Number two was Mylk, M-Y-L-K. Third was Oatly. And fourth was Moma Oat. So it seems to be that I'm definitely favouring oat milk. And I did buy more oat milks than the others, partly because that was the representation I saw in the supermarkets. There were more oat milk options there than the other milks. So which of these don't I like? So this is Root Health Oat Milk. It's just something about it. It's just not sitting well for me. The middle one here is the Almond milk. It's just too sweet. And finally, we have Sproud, which is a pea-based milk. Maybe that's where that kind of green flavour, grassy flavour came from. Maybe unsurprisingly, given their representation on the supermarket shelves, that oat milks did really well here today. But what I'm really interested in is how well these work with coffee and how well they foam. So in my next test, I'm going to taste them with coffee. I'm going to use them as a cold milk next to a black coffee to see whether they sit well in that combination. If you've got any thoughts, comments or questions, if you've tried any of these milks or have got a milk you think I should try, then please feel free to get in touch. Thanks for your likes, thanks for your subscribes, and thanks for watching.